Chapter 4 Eidolika, Alcazar Astra. Second Captain Maximus Thane was now the commanding officer on the Bastion. The chapter master dying in the first wave of the enemy assault, and the first captain coordinating defenses in the tactical auditorium. His Auspex activated, and it was washed in red dots of enemies. The Orks were relentless, going through and killing and destroying everything in their way, including some promethium fields, whose destruction did little to stop them. Mendo Roach, apothecary of the second company, approached Thane. They exchanged a few words, mostly how the apothecary preferred to kill the Emperor's enemy. Luckily, Orks were approaching. Some serfs brought the apothecary a reserve bolt pistol, after Mendo was displeased with his current one. He dismissed the serfs. The Orks moved with great speed. There wasn't much resistance in the promethium fields. Since their dropping on the planet, the Orks all went towards Alcazar Astra, the fortress monastery of the Fist Exemplars. Initially, the Fist Exemplars were supposed to stop attacks coming from a warp storm named Rubicate Flux, and for that mission they received their fortress monastery of Alcazar Astra from Dorn himself. Now, the Alcazar Astra was stuck on the desert of Eidolika, because violent eruptions from the flux almost threw it into a sun, but he managed to correct its course and landed there during the reign of his first chapter master. Destroying 3 of its 4 engines, a technology lost to the tech marines of the chapter, was the result of the landing. And that's how the Alcazar Astra ended up a planet fortress instead of a fortress monastery. But that was long ago, during the reign of the first chapter master that survived the Horus Heresy. The Fixed Exemplars prepared for war, loading their munition and aiming at the dark moon above them with the fortress laser weapons. Reports from other captains came in, telling Thane that the enemy was encircling them, throwing tactics to the wind in favor of a wasteful assault. Thane didn't like that, and vowed he will make them pay for their arrogance. The first bolt from the Fist Exemplars started when the Orks got closer. The weapons of the fortress pulverized Orks into red mist, and Thane liked that. Soon the weapons needed to be reloaded, and Thane observed how easily the Orks closed in the gaps left behind their shot brethren. So much so that it looked like the Mega Bolters didn't do anything to the Orks' numbers. Thane told the first captain, and the first captain ordered to launch the birds. The Mega Bolters continued their futile attack while Storm Eagles and Thunderhawks bombed the Orks from above. Now this strategy was a winning one against any other enemy, but when Thane looked on, the Orks kept running while in flames. Thane asked his apothecary friend if he had any advice. The apothecary reluctantly agreed, and Thane opened a Vox channel. Roach told the Battle Brothers that the Orks are larger in size, so they will be able to take more damage, but a bolter round to the head will be enough to get rid of them. He also mentioned how a large opponent presents more weaknesses at the abdomen and throat level. Don't bother with the loins, just cut their legs off. Once the Vox was closed, Roach told Thane that they are his men, and he should talk to them. Well, he still can. The Orks charged at their fortress, their weapons missing the plates and hitting the sand or the sky. The Fixed Exemplars prepared their bolters, and Roach, told Thane to order his men to rank his men. Thane remembered a little of his past, and he opened his Vox. He communicated to his company that their foe is dangerous, but to trust their commanders, their armor, their weapons, that he is with them, that the first captain is with them, that Chapter Master Almenda and Dantaleon is with them in spirit, that the Emperor's blood is in them, and Eidolika belongs to him, and it is not the fists to give away. Then said how he knows they will do their best and make the chapter and the Emperor proud. Fulfill, my battle brothers, the purpose for which you were ultimately created. then loaded his Umbro pattern bolter and picked his first greenskin target. And then he gave the order to open fire